Football is
America.
America.
Football is America. And if you don't like it, you can kiss your candy ass.
For the moment in time. I don't give a damn.
Oh my God.
No.
You love this.
It's 30 to 27. Chiefs win. Chiefs win 30 to 20.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Only Football Podcast. I just got out of work and it looks like I just missed Rick. I logged in and I could see that it went down. So I'm really bummed out that I couldn't get in here even a second earlier, but I needed to take a shower. I was disgusting. And I see that this game's kind of a blowout. So that is surprising. Now, I did have the Rams winning this game, so that doesn't surprise me. But I need to figure out what happened here. Is this Sam Darnold just not being ready for the moment? Here's Sam Darnold rolling out on 1st and 10, throwing across his body, and that is caught. And man, so if they can score a touchdown and make it a 17-point game, that would be huge. Imagine also, ooh, that's a good catch. Imagine, too, if they could even get 10 points before the third quarter ends. Just 10. Get a touchdown, get a 3-and-out, get the ball back, try to get a field goal in. Oh, TJ Hawkinson, 10-5, touchdown! How's that? 5 minutes. They get the ball back and score a touchdown. It's a 10-point game going into the fourth. I know that you guys thought this game was over. I felt it when I came on. I said, this game's not over. I have seen with my own eyes the Vikings be on the right side of a comeback. And if there's one thing you need to know about Kevin O'Connell, all you need to know is 31-0 at halftime. And he came back and won it on Thanksgiving. And that was against the Colts. All right. So if there's anybody that not only could do it mentally, but actually has done it before, it's Kevin O'Connell. And I think this is his moment right here. This is his moment. If he can come back and do this, which I really think he can, no one will ever forget this. This will live on forever. All right. They're going for a 2 here. Here it is, looking to throw, firing, and it's going to be short, intended for Justin Jefferson. I mean, I don't understand the decision to go for 2. I guess you're trying to make it a 2-possession game. I think there's so much time in the football game that's irrelevant, because you kind of screwed yourself, because now you're going to need a touchdown. Well, now you're going to need a 2-point conversion at the end of your next touchdown because of that. I feel like you should be okay with a 10-27 game. 17-point game. There's so much time. I just don't like that, because you're essentially needing 3 2-point conversions. You're needing that one. You're needing it on your next 2 touchdowns. You're needing 2 2-point conversions. Let's just keep it easy and get the 2 touchdowns and a field goal. If there was 7 minutes left in the game or less, I would understand that. But being in the third quarter with over 5 minutes left, I just don't think that you needed to make that call there. But let me update the ticker here, because the Vikings are now in business. Quarter number 3, Vikings 9, Rams 27. Now, it's going to be important for the Rams here to keep the foot on the gas. Puka Nacua hasn't scored a touchdown yet in this game. Try to keep him out of the end zone and get Justin Jefferson involved. Obviously, the first touchdown came right when I opened the stream, and it was to TJ Hawkinson. But you really want to see Justin Jefferson in this comeback. If it's going to happen, it's going to be because Justin Jefferson had at least one touchdown, but he's your guy. But the Vikings need to come out defensively here and get a 3-and-out. If they can get a 3-and-out and the Vikings can score a touchdown before the third quarter ends, the momentum dramatically shifts towards the Vikings, dramatically. And I think they can absolutely do it here. All right. 7 should have been a 17 million. 18-point game. They went for 2, came up short, intended for Justin Jefferson, and now it's on the defense, right? If there's going to be a comeback in any situation, a comeback late in the game requires all sides of the ball to play well. Scoring points doesn't do anything if your defense can't get off the field. So Brian Flores and this defense need to come out swinging here. Stafford fakes the handoff, rolling out, caught, and that's going to be a gain of 8. Second and 3, so a gain of 7. Ooh. I had to take a cold shower when I got in. And it is like 30 degrees outside, so I'm freezing. All right, Stafford going to hand it off here, and it's going to be a first down. And that's going to be a first down. And it's okay. It's not a deal breaker, but Kyron Williams came out of his cleat. Stafford helping out Kyron Williams getting his shoe on, and this jeez. 8, 7, 6, 5. Ball snap. Big handoff. Blitz is coming. Stafford sees it, takes a shot downfield. Incomplete. A beautiful ball, and it should have been caught by Long. Wow. Wow. A beautiful ball downfield. Man, that was close. That was close, and that's exactly what the Vikings needed to. Stops the clock. Remember, unless you're under 5 minutes, even if you go out of bounds on a run or completion, the clock keeps rolling, but an incompletion and a penalty stops the clock. Stafford going to run it himself, and it's going to be a gain of 0. So 3rd and 10 coming up, and this is great for the Vikings. They have a real opportunity here to get the ball back and potentially some points before we go into the fourth quarter. Just a reminder that a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, which is why I didn't want them to do it on the last one, because they wouldn't need a 2-point conversion if they just kicked the extra point, but now they do to make it a 10-point game. Go into the fourth quarter in a 10-point game, you're feeling good about that. Got to get off the field here. 3rd and 10, Stafford, and it's going to be a quick throw to Puka, and Puka Nacua is going to go down, gain of 0. Vikings getting the ball back. Here comes the comeback, baby. Here it comes. I'm telling you, the Vikings are going to come back. I don't know if they're going to win it, but it's going to be a good ball game. Vikings are coming back. They are coming back into this one. And this is going to bounce and go out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Wow. 54-yard punt. Ball goes out of bounds at the 3-yard line. And let's see what Minnesota can do here. All right. Here we go. Warren G in the crowd. Of course, LA had to play this game in Arizona because of the fire. Praying for everybody in that situation. Hope it gets better. They're going to run it to Jones on first down on a toss, and that's going to go for a gain of 2. Here's Darnold looking to throw. Caught. Addison. Sam Darnold, clutch throw right there. Like to see him getting into a little bit of a rhythm here. Third and 1. This is a must convert. QB sneak it if you have to. You have to pick up this first down. Play at 2. It's QB sneak. There it is. And that is the perfect play call. You needed that first down so bad. Let's go. They got to go up tempo for the rest of the game. But I mean, 1 touchdown, 10-point game. Going to run here. And that's not going to go anywhere. 30 seconds left. Let's see if they can get a playoff. They're stacking the line of scrimmage for the Rams. So they're not giving up anything in the ground game right now. There's plenty of time for the Vikings. Just need to score on this drive. If they can score on this drive, make it a 10-point game. Trying to hard count them. Trying to get a free 5 yards. They should have snapped the ball. All right. So we're going into the fourth quarter. Obviously, starting the ball, the quarter with the ball is a huge benefit for the Vikings. All right. So let's say they take, I don't know, let's say that they take 5 minutes. Right. Ideally, if they could score in like 3, that would be great. But you're looking at kicking the ball off to the Rams down 10 points with 12 minutes left. Right. You get a 3 and out. Maybe they take it down to 9 minutes. You get the ball back, score a touchdown in 3 or 4 minutes. It's a 3-point game with 5 minutes left. However you slice it, though, like the Vikings, they really do need a 3 and out on this next drive. They need a touchdown on this one, and it needs to be a 3 and out, or at least 4 or 5 and out. Got to get off the field. Still like the Vikings' chances to win this game. I might be the only one in the world, but the Vikings, they can do this. Really surprised Justin Jefferson hasn't made a bigger impact in this game, though. They got a couple of messages here from Kevin O'Connell. Thank you, Arizona Cardinals. LA together. All right, Darnold looking to throw on 2nd and 10, stepping up into the pocket, taking off and running. He's got 10, and then he slides down at the end of that one. There will be no flag. Oh, no, there is a flag on O'Neal, the right tackle. Yikes. And they're going to get 15 more yards on unnecessary roughness on the sliding hit. So that helps out the Vikings a lot. That's a 35-yard play now. This ball was snapped at the 25. I mean, Darnold slid at the 32. I didn't think that he did anything to warrant a penalty there, but looks like he slipped on Dalton Reisner, maybe the offensive lineman that's down. But so he slid down at the 32, I think it was, and now 42, 40. They're basically at midfield now. So starting this drive on the 3-yard line I mean, just like that, they're at midfield. That's really good for the Vikings. So far, the Vikings, I mean, you can make an argument that nobody has more to gain from this game than Sam Darnold, because if he wins this game, he is all but certainly going to be franchise tagged, which is about $40 million. Whereas if he plays poorly in this game, and so far that's the way it's been since I started streaming, he's turned it around. But I mean, you play poorly in this game, and then all of a sudden you start wondering about going on to McCarthy and different things like that. So the fact that if he comes back and wins this game, he's most likely earned himself around $40 million. I mean, not that the stakes needed to be any higher, but for Darnold personally, they are worth $40 million. I mean, this is a $40 million quarter for Sam Darnold. And I think he can definitely turn this thing around. Brian O'Neill was able to get up and walk off the field on his own. It's a good sign, but let's see how his backup does. 47-yard line for the Vikings, taking a shot downfield and too high for Addison. Damn, I thought he could have came down with that. And now Addison's down. Okay, he's able to get up. Anytime you get a wide receiver make a full extension in the air, not able to support themselves coming down, looks like he might have got the wind knocked out of him a little bit here. Damn. Justin Jefferson, 5 catches, 58 yards. Yet to get a touchdown. Play clock down to 2. Ball snapped. And they're going to hand it off to Jones. And Jones spins his way to a gain of 4. 3rd and 6 coming up. And they're going to have to move quick here. 14 and a half minutes. Still plenty of time. They need to go 50 yards here. A field goal would be huge as well. I know it doesn't feel that way, but it would be because you're going to need it at some point anyway. Ball snapped, 3rd and 6. Darnold looking, firing. Caught, first down, Hockenson. Hockenson catches it in Rams territory on the 40-yard line. And now they are still going up tempo. We are under 14 minutes to go. That was a huge first down by the Vikings to keep this drive going. They were not in field goal territory yet, and they absolutely need points of some fashion on this drive. Darnold in shotgun, 13 minutes and 33 seconds at the snap. Handoff, and Aaron Jones is not going to be able to go anywhere. Gain of 1. Running game has not been there today. 13 rushes for 48 yards. And O'Neill is headed into the locker room. And we are about to go under 13 minutes here. 2nd and 8. Darnold looking, firing, taking a shot deep. Oh, incomplete. and it at least stops the clock from bleeding. 30 seconds on the play clock, and this is a big third down again. I felt like Naylor yeah, that one wasn't there. Huge third down here, 3rd and 8. We got 3 receivers stacked, motioning. Jefferson looking, pressure, and he takes a sack. The one thing you can't do, take a sack at the 50-yard line. Got to at least run or roll out to the left away from the pressure. You can't just stand there and take a sack. And Jefferson and Naylor eventually were there, but man. And Kevin O'Connell forced to punt because you can't even go for it when it's 4th and 21. And that is a crushing sack. Now it's going to go to the 20. Bad special teams, couldn't even pin him deep. Jared Verse, 87-yard touchdown return. Man. And for Kevin O'Connell, man, you got to be talking to your quarterback like, brother, we cannot take a sack in that situation. And expect the Vikings to just run this ball. 1st and 10, going to pick up 2. There's a fate. Stafford. What? He said Stafford said he was grabbing his face mask. Wait, so you can tell the refs about a penalty? And we got only Jesus in here. Hey man, I read your comment. Why don't you send me a DM and I'll get your info and we'll talk about it after the game. Appreciate you stopping in and appreciate the comment. And I need to update the quarter ticker here because it is not the 3rd quarter. We are in the 4th quarter. And it looks like our ticker rolling on the bottom of the screen here. Man, that penalty was a crushing penalty, and we still don't know where it came from. Handoff, and wow. I mean, if the Vikings are gonna just give up 20-yard runs at a pop, they are gonna have no shot. Good to see Greenard back in this game. Holding. Wow. Boy, that might have just saved this. That was a season-saving penalty. The Vikings need to get a turnover, some sort. Terrible officiating since I've stepped in. 10 minutes, 15 seconds, handoff again, and here's another run for 3 yards and another flag. And the good thing about the flags is that it's stopping the clock for the Vikings. And it's making a first down almost impossible, which is great for the Vikings. So they're almost certainly going to get the ball back without the Vikings scoring any more points. And that is really good news for the Vikings. And he said, let me put and only Zeus 13. I put in the comments. I put my Facebook and Twitter info, Twitter/X, and you can send me a message there, friend request, and on X you can direct message me. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, 1st and 31. Clock not ticking, but it's still first down. So, and they're gonna just pitch it here, and this will be a gain of 0, maybe 1. All right, so Minnesota looking like they can at least try to make it a 10-point game with 6 minutes left. If you can make it a 10-point game with 6 minutes left, you got your 2 timeouts, right? It might go down to 4 or 3 minutes, and then you get a touchdown, and then maybe you can use those 2 timeouts with the 2-minute warning, get the ball back, and kick that field goal. But you really, come on. Under 9 minutes to go, and the Vikings are the oldest NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL franchise to never win a championship. They've been established since 1961, and they were hoping that this would be their year. Daniel Jones, J.J. McCarthy, Sam Darnold, there's just... All right, 3rd and 24. That was a false start. That was definitely a false start. That's going to be a gain of 6. So here we go. Vikings getting the ball back. There's 8 minutes. 8 minutes. See what the Vikings can do. Man, if they could return this punt, anything like that, any big play would be huge for them. And punt is up, and it's going to be returnable. Oh, no. Oh, bounced in the end zone. That was nearly a disaster for the Vikings. 905 964. 905 964. And what you've seen here today is experience, you know? I mean, Matthew Stafford, he just has the experience. He has the experience. Let's see what Viking fans, let's see how they're coping with this right now. Sam Darnold is trending on X. To me, it felt like Sam Darnold was chasing an 18-point deficit since the first quarter. Rushed, uncertain, not composed. Sam Darnold turned into the version of himself when he played for the Jets the second the Vikings effectively entered the playoffs. And he would be referring to the game they played against the Lions, which was a playoff team. JJ McCarthy, get ready to have the starting job. If I ever see Sam Darnold start another football game, I'm painting my wall with my whoa. I won't finish that. Sam Darnold can walk back to Minnesota. Jeez. People are being really, really bad on the internet. I can't even read these comments, man. That's how bad they are. Man, if Sam doesn't find a way to pull this together, he's throwing away $40 million. Crafty! What's up, Crafty? Welcome aboard. And, yeah, appreciate that, Crafty. I do. It's all right, man. The future looks bright. Taking a shot downfield and very similar. He keeps trying to take this shot to Jordan Addison, and it's in his head. It's in his head. If you're going to take a shot to Justin Jefferson. I mean, he was double covered. I mean, he had a little window where Addison got behind the corner and the safety wasn't there yet. A little bit of a sandwich, but it's like you got to throw a better ball. He overthrew him. And, now they're going to hand it off to Cam Akers for a gain of 9. Gonna have to score fast here. Oh, now Cam Akers, is he okay? I want to see more urgency. Their body language isn't great here. They're gonna run it again. What the hell is that? Cam Akers is running it like it's the first quarter. Is he hurt? Yeah, he's hurt. Get off the field, dude. He's staying on the field? Look, you guys have to go. Now he comes off the field? Dude, you can't wait that long. Where's Aaron Jones? Now you call a timeout? The Rams are challenging the spot. I didn't think he got the first down. And if they wouldn't have taken 35 seconds to call the next play, that's coaching. You took 35 seconds from a 1-yard rush. I could understand if they were 30 yards downfield. Dude, it's a 1-yard rush. You ran it for 1 yard. And then they took 35 seconds to get lined back up while they're down 3 possessions with 7 minutes left. The Rams are like, yeah, he was short. I thought he was short. He was short. This is going to get reversed. And the Rams should have never had an opportunity to challenge this. This is just terrible. Crafty said he was only ever supposed to be the backup. What a shame. A backup gets you 14 wins. How much more can you ask of him? Well, I think there were some people out there that were thinking that, after review, it gets reversed. I mean, I think the problem, it's not a problem. I guess it's a good problem. But like, once you get 14 wins, in those wins, you have games where you throw 5 touchdown passes, 4 touchdown passes. I mean, Sam Darnold had a good enough year that he instilled belief in the franchise. He had games that you were like, man, what's this guy's ceiling? He just threw 5 touchdown passes. And I mean, I think once you have those type of games, it makes people wonder. And if he was able to get a win tonight, because remember, the Vikings and Rams played earlier in the season, and it was a much more competitive game than this. So we've seen Darnold play and beat, Packers twice and etc. The Rams running it 3 times in a row, down 3 scores, is driving me crazy. And they're still huddling up. Let's go. Let's go. The coast of Eberflus. He's been massaging his hand ever since it got hit on the helmet. Now it's spinning out, rolling, throwing it to Aaron Jones, and the clock's going to keep rolling because he was pushed out. Rams defense is flying around the field right now. Man, we're under 5:45. I mean, and they've moved the ball 10 yards. They are not even hurrying. It is just mind-blowing. There you go. Munt gets the ball, and they are able to pick up a good gain of, 15? But they just simply are not moving with enough urgency, and that's on the quarterback. Sam Darnold needs to be getting these boys set much faster. Darnold setting up a screen to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, and there's a flag. This could be an ineligible man downfield. Looks like it might be on the Rams, based on Kevin O'Connell's expression. Hands to the face defense. Rams have been lights out in recent weeks, and yeah, man, the Rams are really good in the playoffs. And this was a game that I had no doubt that the Rams would win. I mean, they're just more experienced coach, more experienced quarterback. Darnold standing at the 50-yard line and takes a sack. Got to get up. Got to get up. Darnold just now getting up, walking with his head down. Dude, you got to go, man. He's out there in the middle of the game feeling sorry for himself, dude. .420 left. Dude, they're just letting the clock go down. Darnold firing. Dude, the Vikings are going to run the clock down on them. 420. Lunchtime. Num, 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 num. There it is. There's the. All right. Still standing at the 50, but now we're down to 3 minutes and 50. Darnold, ball snap. Looking, firing. Caught. Addison, first down. Got it. I mean, they've now put themselves in a situation where a comeback is almost impossible. Incomplete. It wasn't actually completed. All right, 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in the ball game. At some point, you have to take a shot downfield. Ball snap. Darnold firing downfield. Nobody even close to him. Nobody even close. Man, losing sucks. Look at man. He actually had Justin Jefferson for a second. He just didn't. Man. And, Troy Aikman just said something that I totally agree with. He goes, those are the kind of throws that they should have they should have been doing all along. They waited till it was 4th and 11 to take the shot downfield that they should have. And for the Vikings, you might as well just call the timeouts now. We got Nash in the chat. What's up, Nash? Defender looked disappointed he didn't get a pick, even though it was 4th down. Yeah. He probably didn't even think about it, that it would have been better not to get the pick. LA played really good tonight. 2nd and 5. Handoff again. Gain of 1. And then you're going to get the final timeout called here. Sean McVay, man, had these guys ready to go. The number 4 seed is, so you got the Commanders as the 5 seed, right? Because the Bucks, I thought, how many wins did the Bucks finish with? Did the Bucks end up as a 3 seed? So, no matter how you slice it, you're going to get the Lions and Commanders, and then you're going to get the Eagles and the Rams. So, And then the Eagles will host that playoff game as well. And they're going to pitch it here on 3rd and 4, and they're going to be short. And let's see what the Rams do here. Let's see if the Rams go for it. They're gonna punt it here. Wanted his his 15 minutes of fame. Two minutes and 48 seconds and counting. And Wildcard preparations. 2 team planes sent to LA, 400 passengers, 6 dogs, 2 cats. Ordered 200 gallons of paint for the field. Concessions for 60,000 plus people. 52,000 tickets sold in the first 2 hours. Now I wonder, I don't know. I feel like the Rams should get something. I know they won this game, but not being able to actually play a home game at, I don't know. I guess if they won this game in LA, they would still be going to Philly since they were the 2 seed. But I mean, I guess if they would have lost in Arizona, then you could have said, oh man, the game should have been in LA. But I don't know. I feel like they should get like a compensatory NFL draft pick, or they should get something like that. An extra $5 million in cap spending. I feel like they should get something. First and 10, Darnold looking to throw, and he's going to throw it 8 yards. Gain of 7. Clock running. Got to take a shot, man. You got to just throw it out there. Go deep. You got nothing to lose. Stop throwing it short. 2-minute warning. Rams, they're just giving up the 6-yard gains. Man, Sam Darnold. I don't know if he's ever going to get another opportunity to start after this game. But there might be, I mean, like, of course all the fans are going to freak out and be like, nobody wants to see Sam Darnold next year. But what if JJ McCarthy had won 14 games for the Vikings and then this was his playoff game? Like, what if JJ McCarthy had the exact same season, everything, the games, the numbers that Sam Darnold just had? I feel like there would be a lot of people that would be like, oh, he gets a pass because he's a rookie. Okay. And we just drafted him, so we're going to give him a pass. But this is Sam Darnold's first playoff game. Why doesn't he get the same pass JJ McCarthy would get? Because he's a vet? This is Sam Darnold's first opportunity to play with a good coach in a good environment. And this is the product of it. So I feel like if the Vikings do overreact to this and move off of Sam Darnold, I think that there's a couple teams out there that might be interested in him. So I know right now, if you're Sam Darnold, it might not feel like it, but what he's done this year has done everything for him. If he didn't get to play this year at all, I mean, there would be nobody considering him to be the starter in 2025 next year, or this year, but next season. But because of what he's done with the Vikings, even if the Vikings move off of him, there will be starting quarterback interest around the NFL for him. And he may even start next year for the Vikings. So if we're gonna give JJ McCarthy a pass, we need to give Sam Darnold a pass. 15 minutes could save you 15 million or more on quarterback insurance. Sam Darnold looking to pass, firing downfield, caught. Oh, he dropped it. He had it and he dropped it. Finally taking a deep shot. Damn, you got to catch that ball if you're Jordan Addison. Damn, Sam Darnold threw a beautiful ball right there. All right, 153 left in the game. 2nd and 10. Darnold in shotgun. Looking to throw, and he's sacked. Sack, lunch again. Man. There's nobody open. The only person open is standing 5 yards in front of him. They need a huge play. And now he's going to check it down again to Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones is just going to stay in bounds. And they're just going to wave the red flag here. Oh, man, oh, man. So the Rams are moving on tomorrow. They will start their preparations for the Philadelphia Eagles. For the Vikings, it was a good season. They got 14 wins. Num, 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 num. Sam Darnold on 4th down, and it's going to be incomplete. For the Vikings, I mean, they got 14 wins with Sam Darnold. And for Sam Darnold, he has potentially changed his career. It could have gone in an even better direction had he played good tonight or played well tonight, had himself a good game, but he didn't. But I still feel like the overall sample size of the season, he looked good. And I think next year he will be starting for somebody. I'm not sure who, but I think he's done enough this year to earn that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. The Vikings obviously have a lot of decisions to make at the quarterback position right now, starting tonight when this game comes to an end. But a hell of a ride for the Vikings. And then for the Rams, man, can't say enough about all the flexing they had to do with the wildfires, and not even to mention the mental battle of worrying about your family and your friends and houses and everything like that. I know people are like, they're millionaires. Yeah, they're also human beings that still have loved ones that maybe aren't millionaires and things of that nature. So like, it's a big deal, everything that's been going on. Obviously, you earn the right to play a home game, and you're not even able to do that because of this wildfire. And they hit the road going, I mean, they're basically a road team, on their own playoff home game. And somehow, with all of that going on, Sean McVay had these boys ready to go. They played a hell of a game defensively. Really good game all around. And next week, I think there's going to be some people that say, hey, I like the Rams and I like their chances going against the Eagles. So we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for tuning in to the game. Crafty said Darnold will look good in a Raiders uniform. That could be. We'll see what TB12 says about it. But they have finally done those knees, and they meet at midfield. Of course, Kevin O'Connell and Sean McVay have a relationship that goes way back. And for Matthew Stafford, man, I'm sure it feels good to win a playoff game. And for him, at the stage of his career that he's at, it's all about winning a Super Bowl. It's all about getting one more ring. And when you play a game like this, you reinstill belief, not just to the fans, but to the guys in the locker room that we could do that this year. We just got to take it one game at a time. Can't worry about the Lions or any of that. If we can beat the Eagles, we just need to win one football game to be in the Super Bowl. And for the Rams, man, I think it's totally possible. So we're going to be talking about it. Of course, me and Rick are going to be talking about it on our recap video that will be coming up. And then we will have our predictions for the divisional round. But a really good wild card weekend capped by this game. I thought this game would be a much higher scoring game. I also thought the Bucs and Tampa game would be higher scoring. It's been a really weird weekend of football, but I guess that's why they call it wild card weekend. But thank you guys as always for watching. On your way out, if you could hit the thumbs up button, I would greatly appreciate it. Crafty, thanks for coming in and joining me for the second half of this game. I will see you guys shortly when we do our recap. All of you have been amazing all weekend. Thank you for making watching football even better.